Hey, what's up, you guys? Mark Vincent here. Today, I want to give you guys an update on our $100,000 WEBULL challenge. For those of you that don't know, we're doing a challenge where we go from $120 and go all the way up to $100,000 in our WEBULL account. This is going to be the third update on that, and I want to share with you guys the 4 stocks that we ended up buying or starting out with that all hit our price points or dropped down to our price points, and now we carry the stock. So before I go into details on this, I want to let you guys know I am not a financial advisor. What I say is strictly my opinion, but it is exactly what I am doing with my account. I hold several accounts, and the WEBULL one is the one that I cashed out on, started over so that I could help you guys out and maybe bring you guys along for the ride when we make this $100,000. Now, without further ado, let's go over the 4 stocks that we have here. We ended up getting XNET, ZOM, DPW, and ANTE AirNet Technology. I still haven't figured out how to pronounce that. I will one day. All right, those are the 4 stocks that we got. They all hit our marks, and so we're going to start with Junlei, which is XNET. There's a lot going on the screen here, but what I want to let you guys know is for those of you that are new, I'm going to go over this a little bit more for you. For those of you that aren't, you could try to fast forward a little bit, maybe about 30 seconds to a minute. So the white line here, I color coordinated it, is our our line of support. Basically, what that means is that we expect the stock to drop down to this line and bounce right back up if it ever does. Similar to right here, right? It dropped down, goes right back up. The red line here that we have is the line of resistance. That means that we expect it to hit that line of resistance and then drop back down. Hit the line of resistance, drop back down. How far down, we don't know. Hopefully not too much though, right? And then the gold line or yellow line is our yellow brick road where we want the stock to hit. If it does, that means it's going on a bear run because it's unlikely. This is if you have a bearish mind that it'll hit this line. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm going to explain this channel to you. So a parallel channel is basically when a stock is staying within this parallel, you see the line of support here and the line of resistance. It's not exactly parallel, but it's close enough to where you can call this a parallel channel. It stays within this channel. This is the channel. All right, next, you can see we went on a run here and went beyond this line of resistance. We closed for the day beyond this line of resistance, meaning that it broke out, right? We did officially break out, went on a bear run, kept going up until it hit a high of $11.22. This was on February 19th. And then it came crashing back down to reality. Went to the moon and came back to Earth. Not really the moon, not too big of a jump here, but it is a significant jump when we're talking about is from $7 to $11. It's not a double-digit jump, but almost there. Anyways, came back crashing down. Now right here, when it broke out of this line of resistance here, it closed above the line of resistance on March 17th. I did expect it to go on another bull run, but it was a trap. It was a fake out or a fake breakout. And so my position that we got for this was at $9.05. That's where we currently hold this stock. Then it came crashing back down, hit as low as about $6.06, somewhere around here. This is actually today. Today it's at about $6.65. Looks like that's where it closed. This isn't 100% up to date, but we're pretty close to where it is. So anyways, from here, if you don't have this stock or are looking into it and want some price action and basically some prices I expect it to hit, a good low for this is currently 586. If you other than my WEBULL account, I do carry this stock in like my Robinhood account, which is what I use to day trade. I'm definitely going to pick more up at $5.86. And definitely going to sell at $14.41 because that is the high that I expect it to hit if it hits, right? So this descending line right here, this is a line of resistance as well. You just take the highest point that it's hit recently and make a line to the next highest point that it's at. So this is fluid, it fluctuates, but this line right here, wherever this line of resistance hits, this descending line, if it's within our channel, I always put a hold there because I don't know what it's going to do from here. If it's here, for example, right here, I know that it's probably going to come back down, and that's why I put right here, hold or sell, okay? I'm going to go into detail more on Junlei than all the other stocks, just so you guys have an idea of what I'm doing with the next ones, because it's not as detailed on the next ones. I hope you guys pick it up. So if it's, this is March 31st, by the way. All these marks are on March 31st. That's because that's my birthday. My 30th birthday coming up next week. So I did put all my price action marks here at March 31st. You can see it on the bottom here if you're using TradingView. Which I love using. You guys should use it. March 31st, this is when I have all these prices at. Okay, so anyways, back to this line of resistance. If the price is on the line of resistance, I always say hold it or sell it. Sell 20%. Everyone asks, how much do you sell? I always sell 20%. I still hold most of my shares. Why only 20%? Because it's my 2020 rule. For those of you that don't know that, figure it out. Check it out on Facebook or something. But this is 916 is where the line of resistance hits. You can either hold or sell. If you expect it to go right back down, which it usually does, sell 20% so you can pick up some more. But if it breaks out, you know, that's the catch. That's why I also say to hold. Okay, it's completely up to you, but that's also why I only sell 20%. So if it does go up, I still have 80% of how many ever shares I'm holding. And now my position's right here at $9.05. So if it does go past, you know, I probably won't sell because it's not that much of a difference for where I'm positioned right now. I'll probably just hold it. And if it goes up, what I'll do is I'll set a stop order so that, or a limit sell, so that if it comes right back down, I know it's going to go in a bear run, it'll sell at above what I bought at, okay? Now this price right here is at 889. Again, this is the descending trend line right here, line of resistance as well. 889. I think there's a possibility that it could hit this and go right back down. That's probably what's going to happen. So I would, for those of you that, if you have it priced, if you already purchased this stock down here somewhere around the $6 range or somewhere lower than $8.89, this might be a good point for you to sell. But it could also break right past it, so you may want to hold. Okay, now again, all my numbers here are based on this parallel channel. Okay, it's an ascending parallel channel. So this buy or hold price that I have at 757, I tried to put this right in between the line of resistance and the line of support, because if it's going in between the channel, if it hits here, it could continue to go up short term or go down short term. So depending on what the trading volume is, if it's a high trading volume and there's a lot of people buying, I would probably buy some stock right here, some shares right here, and go for a short term ride up and probably sell right here at 889. Now at the same time, if there's low trading volume and it might come right back down, you know, then it probably should just hold at this point. But just from the pattern that it's had, it looks like every time it's gone up to this line of resistance and then came back down pretty close to this line of support, and then only to go back up, only to go all the way, almost all the way back down. So what do I expect by March 31st? I expect it to either be here or here, right? That's where we're expecting. Anyways, that's enough for Junlei. We do hope that it hits 1441, but I don't see that happening yet. I think a more realistic price is 889 in the short term. All right, let's go to the next one. We're going to go over ZOM now. ZOM has is trading in the billions. It's got a pretty high trading volume. What happened to my chart here? Let's go over this. Oh, I forgot to go over this dotted line. This is just a horizontal trend line, okay? I mean, a horizontal line of support. So these are diagonal. This is our diagonal line of support. This is my horizontal line of support, and I know that because it's dashed. And it's a long-term, usually a long-term line of support. To get your line of supports, your horizontal ones, I use a lot of touch points. In this case, this one is a bad example of that. So for this one, this is my short-term horizontal line of support, and I used the low point before it went on a bull run. Okay, so similar to our last chart here, we have another parallel channel that this is staying within, and then it does break out right here on February 8th, hits a high of $2.91. On February 11th, it hit a high of $2.91 before it came back down. Actually, on this day, $1.30. It hit as low as $1.35 on February 23rd, but only for a moment. And now we're looking at a recent low of about $1.48. Okay, so where do I see this one going? If this hits $1.63, I will buy. This is not on WEBULL though. This is my personal account. Right now on WEBULL, we're holding right now, and the price we want to sell on WEBULL is probably right here at the $2.79 range. Right, that's probably where I'll set a sell. Our position right now is at $2.02. So we're positioned pretty well. Not the best position that we could have, but not the worst either. So I do expect some upward momentum here. Looks like it bounced right off of our line of support here, and it looks like it was a green day today for it. Went up a bit. Now it wouldn't surprise me if this goes, plays a little bit down here on the line of support. What you got to watch for is things like this, where if it keeps dropping below this line of support, then you can probably expect it to go on a little bit of a bear run. But so far it looks like we bounced up, and hopefully we hit at least this line. So again, this is the descending trend line. The $2.40 range is where I expect to hold, just to see what the trading volume is. If it's high and people are buying, then it could go on this short-term bull run up to $2.79. Long-term wise, if it really wants to explode, we could see $5.41 on March 31st. But I do expect it to test this right here at $2.40 and probably bounce back down until we get to the end of this this channel. Now this is the channel for it, the parallel channel. But now that this descending line's here, it'll be interesting to see what happens when we get over here. But at $2.79, I would probably sell a few shares, 20%. And if it goes up, beautiful, we still have 80%. And if it goes down, it goes down. But we are positioned pretty well, and $2.79, depending on how many shares you guys have, would be a pretty good gain on this penny stock. This is still a penny stock. It's under $5, and still a lot coming out from them. So pretty interesting company. Let's move on to the next one here. DPW. Now, I did a deep dive analysis on this, so for those of you that haven't seen that video, make sure you go check it out as far as why we chose this company to invest in and where we see it going. Well, where do we see it going now? I'll show you right now. It looks like we're missing some information here, though. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so this one is not a parallel channel. Okay, this one is just a channel. Actually, this is... Oh, yeah, see, it's kind of like an acute triangle here. It's not a parallel channel at all. So with DPW, Alt Global Holdings, hold on real quick, DPW. Okay, so right now, this dashed line is definitely our long-term line of support, horizontal line of support. You can see it's got several touch points here, 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 here. It's been tested quite a few times on this horizontal line of support, because this right here goes back to July of 2020. And it's a pretty solid line of support. As you can see here, it dropped down and went right back up, dropped down, went right back up. This makes me a little bit worried that it may drop a little bit more because it keeps on testing this line of support. But it looks like today it also had a little bit of a green day from yesterday. So anyways, this is our position right here at $3.25. We spent some time waiting for this stock to get to this point. I think we waited like maybe close to a week, 2 weeks before it finally hit this. Again, don't fall into FOMO right here. I know a lot of people wanted to jump in around here, $5, when I brought this stock up, because it was going to hit a new high. And yeah, short term we could have, but I think we played it safe by waiting, right? Having some patience for it to drop. So now we got it at $3.25. For those of you that don't have the stock, a good buy price would be $1.98 if it hits. It's possible that it could hit, but that's only if it falls below its long-term horizontal line of support here, which I don't know. I don't think it's very likely. But I think where it's at right now is a pretty good price. I could be completely wrong. It could totally hit down here, and you could save another $1.25 on this. But just based off of this short term since November 2020, I think this is going to be its low point, and I think we only have money to make from here. So the buy or hold point for me is $5.31. This is right in between the line of support and the line of resistance right here. This is, I could tell this is white. We need to change this to red. Yeah, so this line of resistance up here, it's right in the middle of the two. And I think I would probably sell at this point, just from looking at where this one hit. It looks like it went down and went down again. Or I would hold. I'm sorry, I'm not going to sell. I'm going to hold and just let it ride a bit. Now, if it does hit $6.41, that's almost a double. That's almost a 2x. I probably will sell right here, 20%, just because it's already a 2x gain, and this line right here is it's possible it's going to drop from here. So now if it doesn't, if it continues to climb, you still got that 80%. 881, I'm definitely going to sell another 20%, or I will sell my 20% right there. and go from there, really. Let's see, 325. Yeah, that is what I would do. 881. We got a pretty solid, a long-term. This is another long-term ascending trend line, all the way back from July of 2020. So this price is probably just right. It hit right here, and then it just so happened to match up right here as well. And I have not adjusted this chart. So the high that we want for this is $16 for DPW. A lot of things going on for them this year, later towards the year actually, so totally not impossible. They did hit a high of 1094. That's their 52-week high as of now, and that was back on November 24th, 2020. So it's currently March, and we're right here, and we're pretty close. We're not super close, but this seems to be the bottom where I think we should have no problem hitting $8.81. And if it breaks out from here, then yeah, blue sky territory. You could just expect it to 2x from here. So $16, $8, that's a solid 2x right there if it does hit, if it does break out, not fake out. All right, so buy 198, sell 881. This is again by March 31st, all the dates that I have. Last stock that we got, ANTE. We're just going to call this ANTE. Okay, so with ANTE, here we have, what do we have? This is a parallel channel, both going up. Ascending parallel channel. We got our line of support right down here, line of resistance here, and our descending trend line here. Now we're getting really close to this here. I've been waiting for this since earlier this month. We're finally here, and usually when you get to this point, it's a breakout. It's gonna go on a bull run. I'm sorry. It's gonna go on a bull run. So we are positioned pretty well. We're at $3.20. You could wait until $3.02 for this to go down some more. This right here is our short-term line of support, horizontal line of support. You could even do a line of support up to here. So if this does fall below this, you will probably see a low of 216, 230, somewhere in between there. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think we're gonna test this range right here, about 395 from 325, and I will hold at this point. This is right. This is yeah, this is close to the middle of the line of resistance and line of support. But again, 320, that's our position. 302 could pick up some more. We don't have any buying power right now in our WEBULL account, so I'm talking about my other account. We could buy some more of this, or for those of you that are just newly investing, you could wait till the $3 range. But I think we're positioned pretty well. Now we could see a high as $9.30. I think that'll be a good 3x right there if it does decide to break out a little earlier, because this point right here is April 9th, where we're at the end of this this channel here. The channel gets cut off right here, and see what I mean? This point right here, right? It's just the highest points. Boom. And now if you wanna use where it actually closed at, you could go like this, and you could go like this. So we're actually even closer to the end of this channel here, because the channel gets cut off. Now sometimes, you know, it hits highs like this and you have up to here and whatnot, but not in this case. So let's change this back to how we had it. Yeah, but otherwise this is the channel. Now let's say it ignores this descending trend line completely. Let's say it goes beyond it. We still do expect it to hit at about $6.04. This is where I'll likely sell about 20% of my shares. And if it goes on a bull run, nice, still got 80%. And if it hits up to here, we'll sell another 20% of what we have left and go from there. But yeah, these are the 4 stocks that we currently have now. I should have gone over how many shares we have exactly, but you can look that up on the Facebook account. If you're not already on the Facebook group page, that is where I am the most active and giving almost daily information or updates on these stocks and what we're doing with it. But for those of you that are following along right now, we are just holding. We definitely are just holding until we hit some of these sell points that we like. I think I gave some sell points for us already, 2 shares of each or 20% of each, and I put it at the price up here on the sell. So right now, we're just getting started. So it's pretty exciting that our stocks finally bought. Don't fall into FOMO where you're scared of missing out. Just be patient with it, and we're gonna be fine. So again, this is update number 3. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, be safe out there.